Hi, babes. Wear your hat like that for the rest of the show.
You know who you look like wearing that hat? You look like you're on mute. You're on mute, Chris.
You know why?
The look of disdain on you're on mute. You're on mute. I was like, oh. I was like, damn, you're on mute. You're on mute, Chris. You're on mute. I'll wait.
I was fit to say.
Okay, good. So now, see, you were on mute. I couldn't talk to you. Okay, so.
Well, you had your hat pulled down earlier before we started recording, but I was gonna say to you, you look like that's the hat from old boy from Fat Albert. How'd you bubble the Albert?
Right, he had a yellow stripe here, right? You're right. Mm-hmm. Baby, right?
Yeah.
But this also looks like
I know,
like a Japanese chef. You know how like the Ichibara, you know?
No.
You know how they have those long hairs with like a red color?
No.
I look like a in the water.
Yeah, you look like what do they call it? The Benihana guys.
I look like one of the gnomes, you know, in the front.
That's what I thought of, a gnome.
A gnome?
Yeah.
Whew. What's up, people?
On the top of a Crayola, right?
Anyway. Are you just going down the line? Oh, I saw that they're having I'm so upset that Knott's Berry Farm is having that thing on what's his name? The Charles Schultz character from the Peanuts, the black one.
Yeah.
Oh, Franklin.
Yeah, they're having this whole big exhibit. They have a little Franklin house, and it ends I think March something. March.
I didn't even know about that.
March. Yeah, I just read it.
Well, it's because of Black History Month, and on I think it's on Apple TV currently. They have I think it's Apple TV. I saw the preview of it. Franklin has his own series now. It's the origins of Franklin.
Yeah, they have the original letters.
Instead of peanuts, it's these nuts.
See,
sir, you will not besmirch our childhood.
These nuts.
Beloved Franklin.
Oh, I messed up the joke. These nuts.
Oh God. Oh.
Anyway, go check it out.
Yes, and look it up on Apple TV. If it's not on, it's on one of the streaming services. So it's either Hulu or Apple. I'm pretty sure it's Apple though. Anywho, quick hot topic of the day. I said hot topic. Yeah, hot. Topic.
Quick. Never mind. Go ahead.
It might have. Anyway, it's about you, sir. And it's not a hot topic. It's just a thought. So I was watching one of the news things it was either Friday or maybe yesterday. And they were talking to what's his name? The guy from Curb, the guy that created Curb, Larry David.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about all of the characters from Curb, and you came up, and they were talking about I forgot what they were talking about, but they the Crazy Eyes Killer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That character came up, and all of that, and JB Smooth's character and everybody else's character. I really think you need to. There's an opportunity here. I think that there should be a Crazy Eyes Killer spinoff. Because
I already have one. Yeah, but they don't have the rights to it.
Yeah, but why won't he do it? I'm assuming that's a Larry David thing, right?
I had a whole thing where Crazy Eyes. Here's maybe I shouldn't say the pitch on live so and so.
No, don't say it. We could tell us afterwards. But has that conversation ever came up? Have you had that conversation?
Yeah. We can talk about this another time. But hopefully something will come from it. But it's an updated. I had an updated version of what Crazy Eyes would be. Well, actually, it was basically an updated version of them. What do all rappers do when they stop rapping? They start acting.
Oh, yeah.
So Jeff was going to manage Crazy Eyes as an actor, and how him being on set, being Crazy Eyes, trying to be an actor like LL Cool J, Queen Latifah. They're all rappers that are now actor. Ice-T,
Snoop.
Everybody's an actor. Well, you know, except for Dr. Dre, he doesn't do much acting. But you know what I mean?
But he's more a producer, though, right?
Right. But essentially, it's the same thing. And though Crazy Eyes is an actor, and Jeff is representing him.
I think it's a good idea, and I think it would be good TV, only because there's so many people that, I mean, my brother for one, like, he liked Curb Your Enthusiasm, but he absolutely, I mean, obviously this is way before we met. It's like he always used to say, "You got to watch Curb Your Enthusiasm." I'm like, I watched one episode, and it's just not my shtick as far as the comedy. He's like, there's this character called Crazy Eyes Killer. He's a rapper, with Wanda Sykes. He's like, you got to watch it. And I'm like, yeah. And I just never got around to it. But I'm just like, he's not the first person that has spoken about your character. And I'm just like, why not segue into, you know, an HBO or HBO Max or Peacock or whatever streaming service it's on.
Someone's got to buy it, though. Someone's going to make it and buy it.
And listen, I'll invest. Get it done. I'll be a little producer. And I don't want no part of it. I'll get a little investment and sit back and be like, walk the red carpet. Nobody knows who I am, and be like, bye. I'll be like that little girl. What's that little girl that you sent the video of? I think it was you or Shahidah that sent that was all upset because nobody knew who she was on the red carpet. I want to be that bitch.
Yeah, she was doing that for comedy though.
Yeah.
But no one knew who she was?
No.
I think she doesn't. I think
she was acting like she knew.
It's a skit that she does. Because she does it at restaurants and stuff like that. So it's a little
acts like you don't know who I am.
Yeah.
You're trying to make them feel bad.
It's kind of borderline rude though. Like, I've seen her restaurant skits, and I'm like, if these waiters and waitresses don't know who she is or doesn't know that it's a skit, like, I'm just waiting for the day that she gets her ass beat because she's just over the top.
So now influencers and that kind of stuff affect. Now it's such reality. What's the weird thing about what reality TV has done, and the new millennial and phones and TikTok and what it's done, as now you can be part of a prank that you're not even privy to. Anywhere, in the movie theater, in people who in the movie theater, in a restaurant, as a waiter, you can automatically become the part of an entertainment thing, and you don't necessarily want to be.
Right.
So that's pervasive throughout society right now, which is really scary, that you can't go anywhere and do anything without. You could be on TV with somebody doing a skit saying, hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or go try to fight with you. Or they say, hey, have you seen that guy? Go, he goes up in the back of people's ears and he goes,
oh no, I haven't seen that.
Grown men. And some people, grab him and like in Home Depot, he goes, oh, and they fucking grab like who they? He's like, oh, stop it, oh. So he does this whole, and I'm like, he's gonna get killed. He's gonna get killed. I mean, people are doing this and like
get punched. He hasn't gotten punched in the face, not yet.
And they go, it's a joke. I don't want that. You can't do. But it happens everywhere in society now. Now you have to be careful. You don't know if something's real or not.
But even like not even pranks, like news shows, like what is it? 2020 would do that, like a thing where they have like a racist talking, and then you see like how the whole restaurant would react.
Oh, yeah. What would you do?
Yeah,
but that was a professional thing, and it would happen every now and then. Now everybody can do that. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Everybody can do that. I can set my own thing up with 2 iPhones and having a person holding an iPhone, and you can make a whole thing. You can do anything now. So it's just society is really, it's really, you know, the influencer opinion and how you can get roped into something that you don't want to get roped into.
I agree. So, listen, this is why, again, I'm glad that I work from home, and that when I need to run my errands or do my grocery shopping or get what I need, I'm going like on a random Tuesday or Wednesday morning at like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm out there with all the senior citizens. All of the influences are usually doing their things on the weekends, you know, or some crazy day like between the Thursday and Sunday. I don't want no part of that, because I see a lot of it with, you know, these people that going up to people in grocery stores and like, you know, oh, I have this soda, you know, I don't have any money. Can you give me like $1 or $2 for this? And then you know, if the people give them a dollar, then they give them like $1,000 or $500.
That's crazy.
It's insane. But I'm just like, I don't want to be approached. Period. I don't care. I mean,
if you give me $1,000 for $1, approach me.
I mean, like, again, would it be nice? But yes. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't want to be bothered. Period. I just don't want to be bothered. It's too much. And like you said, Chris, the influences have, I get it. I get their hustle. I get it. But it's like, even at events, like, all the fashion weeks, we all are a certain age, where when it was like New York Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week, it was all about the fashion. Like the buyers were there. You know, there were celebrities there, obviously, because they're wearing the clothes. But it's like, now it's like, it's just a circus now. Like none of the buyers want to go to the fashion weeks anymore. And even the fashion designers, like what they're designing, to me, it's shit. Like, I ain't paying for that nonsense. Like, you can't wear that shit out in public. Anyway, I digress.
I know. I saw one show online today, and I couldn't believe how beautiful it was. Like, just classic. I can't remember the name of but I was surprised, because like you said, 9 times out of 10, it's just like, I get your editorial process, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but even that, but this line was beautiful. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could just afford a shirt.
Yeah, I mean, there are some still designers out there that are like making good quality shit. Like, there's a female, her name is Sherry. I think it's Sherry Hill. She does like high-end gowns. Like, she does like prom dresses, bridesmaid dresses, wedding dresses and stuff. And her stuff is like wearable. Even Vanessa's friend, Vanessa does, what's her name? Cameron. I saw recently her fashion show, and that's wearable stuff. But some of this stuff, like, what's her name? Beyonce's nephew just walked in a show. Like, Solange's son just walked in this show. I forgot the name of the line, Laura. I think it's Laur, but it's a black designer. And the outfits that were coming down that runway, I was like, who the fuck's buying that? Like, who's gonna wear that? Like, where are you gonna wear that to? It's ridiculous.
People wear it anywhere. I mean, like you always say, wherever a certain age. But I admire people who like those big cartoon sneakers, the big red ones that everybody was wearing, which I thought were horrific. But you see people walking down the street, more power to you, sir.
I have to admit that I wanted a pair when them boots first came out. I wanted a pair just so I can walk down the street. And until I saw a video on TikTok that once you get them on your feet, it's like super glue trying to get your feet
really?
out.
Oh my God.
It's like, it takes forever. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
I look at some of the sneakers that Darius wears. I'm like, he's like, you don't like these? Nope. Nope, don't like them. You like them. I'll buy them for you.
Let me make your head explode right now. You better hope Darius don't come home asking you to buy him them $399 pair of them Patriot dunks.
He already know. He know what he can say.
But I wonder if people are gonna buy them. I wonder if people are gonna buy them just to be like,
yes, they will.
They sold out. Day one, yesterday, they sold out of the $399.
Anything.
His low tops, those were the high tops. The low top joggers were going between anywhere from $299 and $199. Gone.
People can't see that he's a shyster. This is exactly what the people that come in the wagons with the elixir that says, hey, I got this great elixir. And they go like this. Oh, watch. He's cured. And then they win the back. And he's like, nah, you know.
It's grifters.
Next time, act more hurt. Like, oh, I'll take one of those things, sir. Oh, my God.
That's see how I can
he's a shyster.
Sell this water and say it's his spit and sell it for $500. I'll go to jail.
He's making money off of. He cut up his suit. You know, he cut up his suit.
Yeah,
it probably was like 80 suits. It wasn't exactly the suit, but you get a strip of his suit.
Yeah,
when he took the
say anything they
for like $100.
Don't care.
He's a shyster. It's crazy.
He started a GoFundMe page, which as of last night.
He started a GoFundMe?
He started a GoFundMe page the day that they ruled that he owed, or he was, on the hook for $300 and something million. He started his GoFundMe page, gave a press conference, sold out of his sneakers, and then on his GoFundMe page, last I saw, last night, he's already raised almost $200,000.
And these people gotta be like, I can't afford eggs. Well, bitch, stop giving all your money away to a billionaire.
Right?
And those are the people that are giving him their money. The people that can't afford their rent, that can't buy the people that are out there complaining the most about inflation, and I can't even pay my rent. I can't pay my mortgage. I can't, get food and all this stuff. Oh, please. But they'll contribute $100, $200, $300 for their sneakers and their his GoFundMe page. So I am of the firm belief of you get what you vote for. The man is a grifter.
They vote against everything that can help them.
Against their whole interest. And the man said it years ago.
He says it
every
day. Going to appeal. I'm going to go towards the most
$84,000 in 24 hours.
How much?
$84,000 in 24 hours.
That's the GoFundMe. That's insane.
Yeah.
And these are the people that talk about GoFundMes too. You hear like Ted Cruz, and then they shit on GoFundMe all the time. Like, if you don't have this and you don't have a job, and but to a point, some of it's true. But at the end of the day, you shit on it, but you go and use it to your advantage. They're stupid. There's just no other way. They're just stupid.
I mean, it's the days old friggin' the hypocrisy of. It's just the hypocrisy. It's like you can get away with whatever, and then they're trying to crucify Fonnie Willis because she had
came in there and none of it makes sense. All of it is bullshit.
Ate them up, though.
She sure did. I will say, at first I was a little pissed, but then I was like, you know what? As I watched it, I was like, oh, Fonnie, snap, snap, snap.
And that's how I would come back and defend myself, because you're not gonna go out there and just lie on me.
Yep.
I'm not on trial for shit. It's just. Let's get on to what we're talking about.
So let's get on to it.
Good Lord, Married at First Sight.
Let's all do a collective yawn.
Can I say
like my granddaughter does?
Can I say one thing though? Can I say one thing? That's a big ass. That's a big ass gash.
Oh, that shit was scary though.
The big ass gash.
Yeah, it was.
I think
was like from here. He said 4 inches. I was like, that's a foot, baby. It's just like from here to here, like straight. Poor Things. You remember the movie? Have you seen the movie Poor Things?
I haven't seen it.
Poor Things. No, I haven't seen it yet.
No. You missed that joke. That was a good fucking joke.
I'm sorry.
Listen, all I'm going to say
anyone
is
who's
that
watching this and knows poor things, that's what I'm. Never mind. That's.
I'll have to look for it. All I got to say with regards to Emily is, and Brennan is, first of all, why you got all that blood all over you? You got all them stitches. I want to go home. For me, it would have been like, that would have been the wake-up call for me, especially if things weren't going really smooth with me. If I was Emily and things ain't going smoothly with me and my husband.
He was there for her.
That would be I don't care if you was there for me. That
Yes,
would
you
be nope. That would have been my
That's
wake-up
all
call.
all you've ever wanted is for him to care for you, and he finally cares for you, and you're like, oh my God, this is exactly what I wanted.
But did he really? It was so
bland.
To her,
with no emotion.
She's the cat's meow right now.
Because all he has to do is be there and hold her hand, and that is enough.
And can we just please talk about why didn't they wash that girl's hair? Well, she's sitting there with the scar, and they just put something. I mean, just try to wipe it down if you can, because she had the red hair like this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Tanya that.
They had to wait until the surgeon came. They had to wait until when they wheeled her off to surgery to get her all sutured up, and then they could have then they would be able to wash their hair. It would have been kind of like it's an open wound, and you don't want to introduce anything.
Don't film her. And don't film her while she's looking crazy. Like
I think she was like, listen, she has total control over that, because I'd like to think that if you're on that type of a situation and I get into an accident like that where I'm in the hospital, all bets are off. I'm going to need these cameras to go. Like, I don't need you in the room with me. Good
TV. That's what you signed up for.
But you did
sign up for it. This is crucial because it's the turning point. This is crucial because it's the turning point between Brennan actually caring for her. And now she's finally getting what she wants. And he's opening up to her. This is part of the TV zeitgeist. Exactly what they want to do is to have you like, oh my God, is it really? Does Brennan really care about her? No, he don't care about her. He's just holding my hand going, oh, we're still friends. Yeah, because I do this for a friend because I do not like you. Now you look even crazier.
Well, first of all, the fact that she wanted to go back to the retreat was, for me, I'd be like, I don't want nobody seeing me like this. I'm fresh. I haven't had a proper shower. They shaved like half of my hair off. I've got this big gaping wound on my head with all stitches. Like some people aren't good with seeing stuff like that. And so for her to walk back in the house, they should have an executive decision should have been made to be like, you know what, just go back to y'all's apartment and we'll pick up next week. She just sat there and she's got the pom-poms and everything. And I'm saying to myself, what are you doing? Like you're going to all these events and you're sitting there drinking your wine. And I'm saying to myself, you just had a traumatic head trauma. You're obviously on some pain medication. It's not a good look now that you're out there and you're doing all, I mean, not that she was like participating in any of the activities, but she's like there with her pom-poms and doing this and drinking her wine. And I'm like, what are you doing?
She felt okay, I guess.
Yeah, well.
I think she was drunk when she hit that tree.
And hence probably why her head didn't really, I mean, she had a gaping wound, but it probably just went to her little bit of her skull and nothing else. Whoever her plastic surgeon was.
You think she was drunk doing that? Really?
Huh?
You think she was drunk on the, well,
I think she
I still don't understand why she crashed. But
she was
I'd like to think that.
But at some point with Brennan, I was like, does he like for this amount of second, I was like, does he like her now? And then I was like, no, he don't like her. I was like,
he didn't like her. He was standing there like, you know what? Or just maybe he's just a person that he's just stoned. He doesn't show emotion. And he just seems like he's just completely blank. Like he doesn't have a lot going on upstairs.
Yeah.
No, you don't get that?
I get it. I just think that nothing has changed with him. And as far as his feelings with her. Mm-hmm. I think that he did what he had to do to save face, because obviously we know Brennan is all about how he is perceived and how he looks on camera. So he had to sit there and stomach looking at her bloody head in the hospital with her hair all caked up with all that dry, matted out blood. That's the worst. And the smell on top of it. I already know. The smell of dried blood like that all up in her hair. When I was watching it, I was like, I don't know how I could do it because that's my job. But him as a normal person, I'm like, I couldn't, that stench alone would have had me out in the hallway. Like, when you're done with I'll sit in the hallway. And then when you're done with your surgery and they, betadine your hair down and wash it down with that nice little baby wash that they wash newborn babies' hair with, then come get me. Because I don't want to see all that. I think he had to do it because he had to save face because he didn't want to be made to be a villain if he was in the hallway or like went back to the retreat and left her at the left her at the hospital or went back home to Denver. Oh yeah.
He's the dude that if they had a child, he would leave. He wouldn't, I don't know if he'd make it to the hospital in time or he would leave and go back to work after the child was born. That's the type.
Or he'd be like, call your mother. Let your mother be in the delivery room with you, and I'll be in the hallway. I'll be in the waiting room waiting, and then let them come out and tell me what it is, and then I'll come kiss my little baby, and then I'm going back to work.
I don't know if he's that bad or if it's just he doesn't really care about her. But I don't get a lot of emotion. But back to just her, and I'll just say my piece on the two of them. Last week, I think, or the week before, I said something about like her being just as manipulative as some of the other people. And I thought a lot of her, she was lying about certain things, and I still do. I don't know if she's needy or if she's plotting just like him, just to make it to the end, because she doesn't appear to really like him either. I mean, even though that she was sitting next to him or whatever, there was no intimacy between either one of them going either way. She wasn't like touching his arm. She wasn't laying on his head. I mean, on his shoulder.
When
they were like at the dinner table and stuff. This is after she comes back from the hospital.
She was arm in arm with him at one point when they walked in. They were arm in arm.
I just don't see. I don't see real. Maybe it's in the face and the eyes or whatever. I don't see intimacy.
I mean, would you really want Emily? I'm sorry, no shade.
No, I'm just saying for the two.
I don't want you laying your head on my shoulder after you just had this big open gaping wound on your head. You go, baby. Don't. Not here.
I just assumed like. For a split second there, I was like, oh, maybe he does actually, this maybe brought him around of like, I care for him more than I thought I did. And then I was like, no.
That's not what you say.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, both of them, they get what they deserve because I don't care about either one of them. I don't like her and I don't like him.
Yep. I think I'm going to take it back to, I think what you said a couple of podcasts ago, Shahidah, where you were like, I think it was you that said, she's doing the most because she hasn't had like a real relationship. So she kind of stick it out to, kind of save face. I think the both of them at this point are trying to save face. Like she doesn't want to seem like the person that's like, oh, here I am in another relationship that, isn't going to work out, or I'm just gone, or he ghosts me or whatever. And regardless of him, I just don't want to look bad, period. I don't think he likes her. And I agree with you. I don't think she likes him. And I will literally flatline if the two of them on decision day, if any one of them says, I want to stay married.
Except for Michael and Chloe, who I'm still.
You want to get into them?
Yeah. I mean, might as well move it on the train right along because there ain't a whole lot to say about a whole lot of people. But I feel like, I mean, she's saying she's learning to accept him, but I just feel like she's holding back on something. I still don't see Chloe from the wedding.
I think when first of all, the physical, she liked when he was King Ninja.
She did.
And he's got a little bit of swag. He's not afraid to be like, no, remember, because when Brennan said, "Oh, you ready to lose in poker?"
Oh, I love that for.
And I was like, okay, I see you. He's like, he's got a little.
Brennan also thought he was going to tear him up on on those things. He thought he was going to be the man.
Exactly, and he was like running up. I was like, so he's and I think she felt that because she said twice, it's nice to see. She wasn't expecting that, so that kind of got her a little bit of like, okay, well maybe I can still work with a skirt. You know what I mean? She's like, before I was like, no, but then she saw how masculine that was because he handled it too. He wasn't like, I'm gonna do this. He just did it. He was like, okay, what do I in his manner? What do I have to do? Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is this, that, and the other. And he's running up, and I was like, okay. And there was like, none of the other dudes could do it.
Nope.
None of the other dudes really. I thought Brennan had a chance to do something. Nope.
Brennan went stone cold like a brick to that wall, that little ramp he was trying to run up. And then I love the way that they filmed it. That it was like, well, let's try it again. And he kept going into the wall, and then into the wall, and then here comes Michael and just like and grabs it and just climbs up there. And Chloe was like, "Oh yes," I was like.
So I think that saved him a little bit more with her too. I think she's like, okay, we can do that. I know he has swag in this. That would translate into swag into our bedroom. Mm-hmm. Makes sense? Because if you have confidence in public and kind of like that and being like, oh no, let me handle this. And I'm not going to talk smack about it. I'm just going to do it. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
That gives him a little bit of flavor, I would imagine, behind doors if he says, have sex with me in the skirt. And she's like, what? Oh, well, okay, let me try it. And it was actually good.
But it's a lot to say. There's a lot to say with regards to confidence and athleticism and humbleness, because he is like a man's he doesn't talk about it. Like, he's not a braggadocious kind of dude. He just does it. Like with the ninja thing, he just did it.
Right.
And it's like, wow. Like, I'm a woman that prefers my men to be like manly men. Like, I would be like Chloe, like, yo, you're wearing pearls. Like, why are you looking at my string pearls? And why are you wearing a skirt? I'd be like Chloe, like, oh, but. And then I maybe have to reconsider.
Behind the scenes, she hasn't been directed to him. Like, she's been going, okay, but behind the scenes, she's like, I don't know. She's not being honest with him, being like, hey, I don't know. She hasn't been forthright saying, listen, I'm still processing. It makes me feel uncomfortable about the thing.
Yeah,
she's saying behind the scenes, I don't know, and then being with him. Oh, okay. So I don't think she's being 100% with him either. And he's thinking, well, she said she doesn't seem to have a problem with it. And I'll embrace the fact that, I got the pearls and this, that, and the other. But he doesn't realize that there's maybe an extra sensitivity that she has about it because she hasn't said that to him.
Yeah, she needs to have that conversation with him, because I would have to. Like, I mean, if I'm going to 1 minute be looking at him, like doing the whole ninja thing, like, ooh, I'm getting a little, choink, I'm getting some, throbs in my lady parts. I'd have to be like, there's just some things I'm just not comfortable with. Like, I'm not comfortable with my man wearing string pearls and skirts.
You haven't experienced before those feelings of what it's like. That's how, if you're married already, you don't have a choice of like, well, I don't do that. It's like, okay, well, I haven't experienced this before, so give me the grace and the time to process the fact that my man is wearing my pearls. That's a serious thing that you have to. Now, you can't say I'm not going to be with a man that way, but you're married, so you have to be. So you have to rephrase that question of like, or that statement of like, okay, well, I don't know how I'm feeling about this, and hopefully I can get through this with understanding, and maybe if you put it down in the bedroom.
And that's why I'm thinking that, I think you have brought it up, Chris, with the after party. I'm thinking that down the line, they've had this conversation, because now when he shows up to the after party, his hair is cut. He's not wearing, girly jewelry. He's got tennis sneakers on and like.
He had a girdle on.
He had a what?
A girdle.
What do you mean a girdle?
Well, you guys are not. I've been
At
throwing,
the after party.
I've been throwing gems out there.
I ain't never seen him wear no damn girdle.
Another joke out there. You guys did. You didn't flip. You didn't even embrace it. I've been throwing gems out there. Like she had he wore a girdle underneath him, so you couldn't see it. And you guys are like,
huh?
Oh, that was funny. You know, you didn't even gems. I've been throwing gems.
Sorry. That was so funny, Chris.
Gems.
But can I say one thing? And then I'm sorry I missed your joke. I'm sorry. I just woke up because I had a nap and I'm tired. But maybe I was listening to the two of you and the whole she's having to process so much. And I really wasn't taking that into account because when I said I'm not getting Emily, who was like so super enthusiastic, very energetic and happy about it. She seems very, very
guarded.
Extremely so. And I wasn't taking that into consideration. And maybe that's why I feel that she has pulled back a lot. So I'm hoping that they get past it because I really like him.
I do.
I could not deal with the pearls, and I could not deal.
Well, you'd have to be. That's the
I
part.
know. I'm just saying for me, and if she decides at the end like I can't deal with that, I would have to respect that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but is it the thought of you're not attracted to someone who does that, or is it why aren't you comfortable with that in that person? Just
it
because
doesn't matter why I'm not comfortable with it. It's how I feel.
Something that doesn't have pants. It's just a different look, and it could be considered feminine, but men wear kilts or whatever, and that's kind of in context. What is it about it that would bother you so much that you couldn't be with a man who did that?
I just don't like it. I don't like the look.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like
so you would
I don't feel like I would have to explain that, huh?
You would sacrifice your whole marriage for that.
When you say your whole marriage, to me, it's not a marriage until they've been together at least a year. I know they're married.
But you've already decided, I don't want to be with a man who wears any pearls from the beginning. You're not giving any chance to any kind of growth from that.
Yeah. I mean, I probably would. Then I probably would if I'm stuck there.
Yeah, but you can't.
That's where I'm stuck.
But what about after a year? You can't get used to after a year, maybe? Or
after a year, and then there has been other stuff that has made me consider. I might still not like it, but sometimes one of the things my mother always say, what you might not like might be the thing that you need or something. That could be, not that I would need that, but I'm just saying that would be something that I could get used to. But just off the cuff, no, I don't want a man in skirt. I don't.
Also, you don't want a man who's 5'6" either.
Who?
You don't want a man who's 5'6" either.
I don't know that.
But you know that if he put on a skirt every now and then, you definitely know that you couldn't have a man like that.
I don't want a man that puts on a skirt. I don't.
But you don't want a man who's 5'5" either.
I don't know that. Height is a good thing. I like height. I like height. But I've dated some people that I considered short.
I don't believe it because a lot of women.
I dated a guy who was 5'8".
I'm not saying Owen, but a lot of women would say, if he's 5'5", I don't want him. I have to have someone who's at least taller than me. At least 5.
Let me say this. Let me say this. I will say, and I have said it before, and I take back raising my hand. I would not have an issue with a man that was shorter than me. The only, and hear me out, the only way that if he was everything that I wanted on paper and treated me well, what have you, and all that, I wouldn't have a problem with dating him and being with him. My issue would be him. Like, when we go out, I might want to put on my boots with like a 2-inch heel or a 3-inch heel, or I have some strappy sandals when we go out. So I'm already taller than you with nothing on my feet. But if we go out, I might want to put on some strappy sandals that's got a heel. So how?
But if you're with someone who's 6 feet, you don't have to worry about that. You can wear what you want, and you have to worry about anybody else's feelings.
Yes, but if I was with a short man and I liked him and he was doing everything, I wouldn't care. If he didn't care that I was like towering over him like the Jolly Green Giant, I wouldn't care. I have to draw the line. And if I was Chloe, if I was going into a situation like a Married at First Sight or like a Love is Blind, where, you know, you're just going in blind with these people and then you see them for the first time after you're like when you're getting married, and then after you're married, you kind of see what their style is about. And I'd have to have my conversation with Michael would be the pearl necklaces and the skirts, and then like
the dangling earrings
and the earrings, like with the way he was coming at her when she was putting her earrings on. He's like, "Well, I like those earrings. Just let me know when I can borrow them." No, sir. See, me, that's kind of like a boner killer to me. Like I get men that wear earrings and stuff, but what you're not going to do is be like a stud or diamond stud or something. Or if it's a hoop, it's got to be one of them hoops that are like really like earring. No. But if it's dangling, no. No. I had when guys first started getting
only man that can wear earrings like that.
Is who, Prince?
No, Boogaloo. I was gonna say, the hip hopper in the 80s from,
who? Boogaloo.
The break dancers. Boogaloo. He had the long like.
Oh feather. Yeah, he had that long earring. Yeah.
The only person, man.
Wasn't it a feather?
It was a feather.
Everybody was wearing the feather, the long feather. Yeah, we all
from Breaking. Yeah, Breaking. Yeah.
Break grooving, body moving, crush grooving.
No, it was Breaking. It was
and the song was, you know what? Go ahead. Never mind.
Crush Groove was an entirely different movie. That was with Run DMC.
Oh, he's about to go in.
Wasn't that with Crush Groove was with Run DMC?
Crush Groove was about the Run DMC, and it had Sheila E. in it and all that. Breaking had Shabadoo and Boogaloo Shrimp. I think Boogaloo, whatever his name was.
Oh, and you know what else I would never date? Absolutely not. The skirt, the hoop earrings, and some in the grills.
Oh, dental jewelry? Absolutely not.
And a vagina.
Oh, definitely a vagina.
Yeah, that's a given. But you know what? I'm being like really hypocritical now, and I'm being completely honest, because back in the day, like I used to always say the only man that could wear stilettos and fluffy shirts and have his hair all out and be all effeminate and I'd sleep in the bed with him and have sex with him the whole 9 yards, is Prince. I thought Prince was
I'm not being hypocritical, because that never did anything for me.
Oh my God, Prince's whole persona and his whole like swag had me like, what? And the fact that he was like dancing around and doing all these moves with them 5-inch boots, and I was like, this little man is just doing it. Oh yeah, I was yeah.
I liked him a lot, but I did not think that was not the sexy I was looking for.
Oh yeah, it was sexy to me back in the day. I was like, oh yeah, Prince can get it. Like Prince can get up in my closet and be like, we can switch out ruffled shirts and high heel boots and shit. But no, sorry, not Michael.
Introducing Domino's new pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread.
What the hell?
I'm trying to find you Electric Boogaloo.
I'm sorry.
Do you have to log in from the other one?
No, it's mine. It's on.
Did you pause it?
No. I unplugged. I don't know. I hit it by accident. Now I can't find the button. Where is it?
So I just I think I have like the utmost hope for Chloe and Michael, and I think that they're gonna make it. I just think that they need to have a come to Jesus, and she needs to be honest with him. Instead of talking to the confessionals, she needs to have a sit down with him. And even if they need to bring in Pastor Cal or Pia or what's the other one there? Who's the other one there? Pastor Cal. Oh, the little one, the little lady.
Dr. Pepper.
Pepper, that's it. Yeah.
Crush grooving. Look at that.
So what was it? Oh Lord, that's Boogaloo. I mean, no, that's
Boogaloo.
That's
Shabba-Doo, Scooby-Doo, Shabba-Dabba-Doo-Doo. I don't care who it is. That's what I'm talking about. With the earring, with the
but it wasn't quite.
He's the only one that's
right. Cuff. And you know what? That wasn't a real earring. It's a clip-on, as you can see.
It's a cuff.
Yeah, the little cuff. Yeah, he didn't need the piercing. It was just a cuff.
That's the only person that can wear it. Michael can't wear it. No one can wear it except for him. Shabba-Doo-Ba-Doo. Whatever his name is. Boogaloo.
Shabba-Doo-Ba-Doo. Okay, sir.
So, all right. So we've already established how we feel about Michael and Chloe. I think that with proper communication, which they've been really good at, and with the assistance of the professionals, I think they have the potential to be the only couple that's going to make it, or that will say yes on decision day.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Let's talk about
sex, baby. Let's
talk
about things. What's that from? What is
all
that?
I'm going to say is that
salt and pepper, right?
I only want to talk about from here on. I mean, after this, we're going to talk about Austin and Becca now. We're not even going to give Lauren or Ryan and Claire any airtime because they shouldn't even be on the show at this point.
I do have something to say about Lauren.
I do. Go, Shahidah. Go ahead. That's what I want to talk about.
I was very happy that she told him that there was nothing more. And then she showed him to be the lying fake snake that he is by saying, he's saying all of this in public. He's saying it to the other women, but he has not even approached me when the cameras are not on. And I was glad that she finally stood up to him. She could have did it a little bit, harsher in my opinion, because that's what he deserved, her whole butt to kiss. But I'm glad she told him no.
Yeah. Yes.
I would, again, it's leading me to believe that the network is now saying that regardless if you are married or if you're married or if you decide during in the filming that you don't want to be married anymore, you still have to participate. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was Lauren, they wouldn't see the whites of my eyes on that show. Why am I showing up to a couple's retreat? No, we're not a couple. I'm not your wife no more. I don't need to show up. I don't need to sit here and watch as these other couples, Michael and Chloe show up and then they're all happy and I got to sit here and participate in all of these stupid ass events.
The only thing about that I could understand is that now that you said right now you're proud of Shahidah, you're proud of how she said, no, I don't want that right now with you. I need whatever. And she told him, I don't want anything more with you. I didn't say
proud. Not so much proud.
You're right.
But I was happy that she did it because I feel like it was long.
But it's a big difference how she was before. She was soft before. So I'm proud of her for the fact that she's like, you know what? Enough is enough. Mm-hmm. You've shown yourself. I don't have any more. I've been very gracious. I've been very nice, and I've been very tolerant of you, and held my esteem up high, and been civil, and been nice, and has no shade, but don't come with the bullshit. And she finally was like, look, you're full of shit. I see that. I don't have a problem with it, but I don't want you interacting with me at all. You can be if you'd like to be. I don't know if I want to be friends with you. I really don't, because we are not friends.
And it's all for show.
So that's what I'm proud of her for at least being like, you know what? Hey.
But at the end, their last meeting on this episode, and he comes, I forgot, but they were sitting outside or wherever the hell. They were downstairs in the basement. I can't fucking remember. And he comes over and he wants to, can we have a talk? Oh, yeah, sure. And it's like, why? I'm like, Lauren, why are you even entertaining this small talk with this dude? You told him what you told him at the dinner table. Great. At that point, she should have either just left and went back to Denver, or she should have just avoided him like the plague. If he came up to her and was like, can we, with his little wine glass, or beer glass, can we sit down and have a conversation? And she's like, yeah, I'd be like, hell no, there ain't nothing for us to discuss.
But they need people. One of them's in the hospital. One of them's sick in bed. Becca sick in bed. One of them had a heart attack. They only got 3 people left. It's like they got Austin and
somebody do something.
There's no one left. They have to bring at least we got to bring something back. We got to bring Lauren back. Just put them together, please. Just have
the only reason why Becca was in that bed, she was not sick. Her pride was hurt because she tried to jump that man's bones, and that man literally was reviled and was like, and got his little blanket and went down.
What's going on with that? I don't understand. He just is not attracted to her. Is that it? But he's really loving to her. He's really loving to her and really nice to her and really sweet and hugging and affectionate and all that shit. He just doesn't want to fuck her.
I think that he is. I think he's looking for an annulment. I'm thinking that at this point, it's one of 2 things. Either he's gay and he's in the closet, or 3 things. He isn't gay and he's just not attracted to her, period, and just doesn't have the sack to say it to her. Or 3, he is just going to play this nice guy role because, like Brennan, he wants to save face for the TV and doesn't want to come across looking like a dick. And he's going to do the bare minimum until they get the decision day. He's going to say no, and he's going to want to go straight for an annulment. Why get a divorce? I didn't consummate this marriage.
I'm so confused. I don't understand it because I don't know. He seems like he's genuinely into her.
Yes, that's
except for the sex. And I don't see him. He's not giving it up. He's not at all. Because even when she was feeling better, and then they started to have that conversation, he was like, "Well, we were thinking about, actually going to do it tonight, but obviously with this conversation, we can't." He uses every excuse. I mean, that wasn't what he said, but I'm paraphrasing. But he's using every excuse possible.
Yep.
Not to have sex with this woman. I've never seen the gymnastics to get out of bed.
He's very affectionate and loving, and he kisses her, and they have this, that, and the other. I'm like, but he just wants to be friends, I guess. I don't know.
But here's the thing: at this point, it's just beyond pathetic. From Becca's standpoint, the man has showed you multiple times he does not want to be intimate with you. He may make out with you. He may cuddle you in bed, but there's absolutely going to be no actual penetration. Just shut your mouth, Becca. I'm tired of her sitting there with her, puppy dog eyes. Well,
he loves him though.
That's fine, but
she wants it though.
Have some self-respect.
You gotta let it go.
Stop begging for the dick. I ain't begging for no dick. I could worship the ground you walk on. If you don't want to,
we're talking about Becca.
I have to move on.
She's getting mixed signals from him to a certain extent because everything else is perfect. They get along. They have fun. They're affectionate. They love all that kind of stuff. She just needs the D.
And he's not willing to give it to her. And that first night at the retreat, I bet you any amount of money when he went to go shut the door and got under the covers with her, she got the impression, it's going down tonight. She got full of herself, and she probably grabbed his pee-pee, and he was like, "Nope, ma'am," and got out of that bed so fast. Because if you saw how when it came to that scene, and he like lunges out of bed, grabs the blankets, and she's kind of like looks at him like, yo, what the fuck? And he goes down the hallway like some broken little lamb, and I'm like, bro.
And his reason was that he wanted to sleep in the bedroom of the person who owned it, was a hockey player or something. That didn't even make sense because it didn't match up with the film.
No, because at the end of the day, if that was the case, and he wanted to sleep in that bed of the Airbnb owner, whoever the hell it was, then you know what? He should have been grabbing her like he grabbed them goddamn blankets, and should have been like, come on, let's go break in this bed. Let's go christen this bed.
He just,
and because I guarantee you she would have done, if he'd have said that, she'd have followed him like a puppy dog. He left her ass there in that bed for the rest of the night and crawled in that bed, covered himself up, and slept the entire night and left his wife in the other room. If he really wanted to have sex, he would have been like, by the time he got under them covers in that bed, he would have been like, well, where the hell is my wife? And he'd have went back and got her and been like, girl, come on, let's go do the do. He don't want to have sex with her. And she needs to stop. Just end all communicate. I would stop even bringing it
so
up.
close.
I don't care.
If he was acting like Brennan or acting like an asshole, and you'd be like, you know what, just stop chasing him. But Austin's not doing that. He's being everything she wants him to be, everything. It's just that extra thing. And he keeps saying, yes, I want to do that. I want to work on being intimate. So it's right there. And she's like, if I can, and he's holding it like right there for her, but he's not interested. So either shut her down all the way, but don't give her that false hope. It feels like it's false hope to me.
It is.
He's playing mind games.
Yeah,
because that makes it, he's actually worse than Brennan, because at least Brennan is an asshole and you can put it on him. But when somebody's really nice, they seem into you and, you know, everything is perfect, and then they just keep making up excuses like that, that's more hurtful.
But that's what I'm saying. But I can't blame her for feeling this way and not getting out of it, because it's right there. He's saying and doing all the right things except for having sex with me. So I don't feel bad for her, because I feel bad for her, but I understand why she's still trying more and more and more, because it's right there. He keeps saying, yes, I want to do it. Yes. He's not like, you know what? If he said, I'm not attracted to you, I love you as whatever, but I'm not attracted. She could at least be like, okay, well, now I know it's maybe not me, or it's just whatever. But I feel like he's stringing her along.
He is.
Well, then she's just dumb, because I'm sorry. at this stage of the game, then, I mean, come on. Like, how many times do we have to have this conversation? I don't care how nice you are. I don't care if you're giving me everything that I need. You're presenting everything that I need. And I just we can't be intimate. Like, we can't have sex. I'm not having a sexless marriage. Either you want this or you don't. It's one, and it's a double. I'm going to be honest. It's a double standard, because as a woman, I could see where some women will be like, "Oh, I just want to wait because, you know, we'll see after decision day." I get that, but a man, like, if a man ain't trying to fuck you. After
there was that season when
together for like just a little bit. I mean, I know they've only been together not so long, but they're like, he should be blowing her back out by now. He should be doing a Chris Williams on Page, and he wasn't. He made it very clear he wasn't into her, but he wasn't so into her. But he was into her enough to fuck her like 100 times.
Can you put a little more emphasis on the word "fuck" on that one?
I know, right? That was good.
Just a little more grease on it, because she said it's not like he's going to fuck her. I was like, God damn.
That was good. I after I said it, I was like, that was good, T. All right.
Cool extra heat on it. I was like, oh, okay, shit.
Let's add a little extra Lowry seasoning salt on it. Fuck. Shit. I just don't want. I'm just tired. It's like the same thing week in and week out. When it gets to Becca and Austin, she's always having to bring it up. So do you think we're going to the retreat. Do you think there's going to be some intimacy when we're at the retreat?
They have 2 weeks left. 2 weeks.
Do you think we're going to be able to incorporate Dr. Pia's tactics? Do you think it's like, stop asking him.
But no, she's not asking him all the time because he says that too. He's like, I think this time we can incorporate, that's what he told her before.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. He's so diabolical with it because he's giving her, he's holding the carrot up, but then yanking it back.
That is exactly my point. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Shahidah, preach.
Yes, Black Jesus, yes.
Because he's just enough to give her that hope, and she's clinging onto it with her fingernails, like, please, just have sex with me. It'll be good, I promise. Oh, there's so much. Oh my God, do you understand the pressure she has on her to make him feel good the first time they have sex? She's gonna be like, I've got to put it on. I've got to put it on. I've waited this long.
Yeah.
If you're gonna wait this long, you better put it on him. You know what I mean? So he's like, oh, I've been missing this. Oh, this is what I've been missing. She's like, yeah, right. You're missing this.
But you know what, Tanya? You got a point.
I told you about this, and you keep fighting. Okay.
But Tanya, you have a point when you say at a point. I'm with kind of like in the middle, but the point that I'm going with is that she has to stop for herself, because what would have did it for me was when they were talking about it, and then she's crying and she's emotional, and then he says, well, we were gonna probably do it tonight, but after this emotional conversation, no, maybe we should like hold it off. Again, that's just like putting it on her again. And I probably would have lost it at that point, because don't tell me no, that we're too emotional now. This is when I need it. This is when I need it to take me down a peg or two, instead of having, my anxiety all the way at 100. You could take my anxiety all the way right now by putting that penis in me.
Or saying, I'm not interested in you at all.
Exactly.
Give me something.
That was the worst thing he could
or even say, I want to wait. I want this marriage to work. Because I would respect that. If you would just upfront with me and said, you know what? I really care about you. I love you, and I want this marriage to work. I'm gonna, if I know that I want to be with you, I want to wait until after. I'll say yes on decision day, you say yes on decision day, and then we'll go off into the sunset as a married couple and fuck like pigs for all you care. I mean, but at least say something. Like, Shahidah, you're right. He keeps gaslighting her, and he's like, he gives her just enough. He dangles that fish thing out just enough for her to bite. And then he's like, no. It's just too much. And we're gonna see the same shit. Because did you guys see the what?
You have a special guest is backstage.
Did you see the oh, hold on, y'all. Girl, you can't be doing this to us.
Live from Brooklyn.
What you doing?
I'm shooting my music video, so I'm backstage. We just wrapped.
Is that to the song that you sang on Tamarind?
No, that we did a little tease for, yes.
Yeah. That song sounds like a banger, girl. I can't wait.
So we just finished doing some additional footage, and we'll be out next month, I think.
Oh wow!
Your hair's looking banging.
You look good.
I just took everything out. When you take all your pieces out, I took all my pieces out.
Oh, okay. So are you happy with the final set?
Sorry to interrupt, but who are you talking about?
You didn't interrupt.
We were getting in on Austin and Becca, girl. Well, go ahead.
Because he keeps stringing her along with false hope, and she's just, it's right there. All she wants is the deed. It's right there. He's perfect except for that, but he's not attracted to her. So either he has to tell her that that he's not into her, or he's got to have.
I don't think they're going to make it. I don't think that. I thought they were going to be. They were the only ones, but looks like not too good.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I think she would be stupid at this point to say yes. He's
Yeah.
been gaslighting her and disrespecting her to her face every single week.
Yeah. And leaving, going to bed, go another bedroom and stuff. And yeah.
That point. That
So
part.
who do you think they're gonna ask first? Him or her?
Her. Oh, damn.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
If they
gonna be
ask
tough.
him first and he says no, is she gonna still say yes?
But based off, I saw the coming attractions for next week, and based off of the coming attractions, I'm not gonna say nothing. But all I'm gonna say is, will they make it to decision day?
I think they will.
Okay.
I saw it too, but I still think that they'll make it to decision day.
And
Just for
okay,
TV
enough of them.
purposes.
Enough of them. Girl, I know that we got you for like maybe 20 seconds, but we were talking earlier. How you feel about date? Would you date a man that was wearing your
No,
necklace?
my earrings and my pearl necklaces and my
She said no.
no. She's out. She is out. I know she's
doing
trying to
too much.
she's trying to hang in there, but she's out. She is not attracted to him. He's pushing the envelope. No.
You don't think after his workout or his ninja thing?
No. That was just to say it on camera. You know, no. That's
That's
done.
how I'm feeling. I feel that after the wedding, she has pulled back every week a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I do like him. I do, but that is too much for me. That's too much. And she
All I'm
said
saying
she's
is wait till next
conservative.
week. Y'all
She
didn't
said
see the
she's
previews.
conservative.
Wait until next week.
So what after the accident, what do you think now that the other two are all like buddy, do you think they're gonna have no, you're saying no, Rashida? No. You're like, still no.
They don't like each other.
Yeah.
They're playing it. They don't like each other.
Yeah.
I said for about a split second, I said, wait a second, does Brendan like her? And then I was like, no, he doesn't. No. But for a split second, I felt like, oh,
Right.
well, maybe they can turn. Maybe he likes her now because of what the accident, and he took care of her, and had that and everything. And then I was like, no. It's an illusion. It's an illusion.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and what's the other one? Oh, Lauren and Orion.
Done.
Stupidity.
But was you happy when she told him she was done?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, they're not interesting. They're not into each other. This whole season, I know we say this every week, but it's a chore watching this season. It is a chore.
It
I'm
is.
like, let me get through it. I don't like Colorado. I don't like any of the
Right.
the clubs, even their excursions. It's
Excursions, exactly.
Listen, I literally recoiled when Michael and Chloe, I was like, wait a minute, you're getting in a car, you're driving to your honeymoon. And then when they went to Colorado Springs, I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I'd be disrespected. I'd be offended. Like, wait a minute. Nuh-uh. This is not what I signed up for.
Well, they all went away to, St. Bart's or whatever.
Yeah.
I want
to Colorado Springs, right?
The honeymoon that the rest had. I want to go to the beach.
Right. Exactly.
Listen, Vanessa, please get up on the latest season of Love is Blind.
Yeah, but wait, Michael would be wearing a bikini if they went to the beach.
Oh, that is true. And a sarong. He'd have his bikini and a sarong on.
Could you imagine that?
Maybe Michael and Orion. Maybe that's the ticket. Michael and Orion?
No, because Orion is a piece of shit. At least I like Michael.
Right.
I do like Michael.
I don't like his style. I don't like his style.
Yeah. Michael and I could be friends, and that is it. Like, I'd hang out with him and be like, oh, yeah. But there would nothing be romantic there with that.
Yeah.
But Love is Blind, the new season 6, American. You got to watch that. 6 episodes are out at your leisure. And we're gonna talk about that next week. Because listen to me when I tell you there are some clips in there that I'm like, what?
Okay. All right.
Get out.
You taking down lights? Okay.
That's so cool. What's the name of the video again?
Legs.
Legs. Okay. I need to get on social media. I'm missing all the news.
Yeah. No, we haven't released it yet, so you didn't miss anything yet.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we just wrapped, did some additional video and stuff. So we got the Chucky over here and Deb and Christopher.
Oh, who we got over there? Anybody else? Hey.
Yeah.
Hi.
Welcome to our podcast. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
All right. Let me get out of the way so they can deconstruct. Love you too. Thanks.
Hi,
All right.
girl.
All right, see you later.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Hi, guys. Oh, not guys. Oh, so anyway. Oh, that was nice of her to pop in.
Doing her video.
See how I did that? See how I got that?
Oh, yeah, because I always have it on my widescreen, so you have to let me know.
Surprise!
Surprise, surprise. That was good. That song, she left, but is she doing like a whole album or is she just releasing a couple of songs? You don't know? Oh, you can't say. Sorry.
No.
He's like, I don't know.
Oh.
You know just as much as I do.
Yeah, she showed like a snippet of part of the song when the Christmas Tamron Hall's. Yeah, of Tamron Hall's show. Yeah, she
it wasn't a video.
It was like a little bit like it looked like something like behind the scenes or something. And so she was like all dolled up and she had like some dancers behind her and was like, you ain't seen nothing yet or something. I forgot how the words were. And everybody in the audience like lost. And I was like, go ahead, Vanessa. She looked good. She looked like the right stuff, Vanessa, back in the day. I was like, go ahead, V. Mm-hmm. I couldn't do that right now because my knees would give out. It's just a miracle that I could walk up and down the stairs. Shit. And she out here just showing us all out.
Anyway. All right, are we done? Because that was like she said, it's painful.
We might as well end on a high note. Yes, we got a little guest visitor coming in. Our girl. I guess it's a good time to end because you know what has just kicked in, and my eyelids are about to be like, and I gotta go order my pizza.
Oh, you're gonna eat a whole pizza? That's gonna be
No.
pizza.
Let me give you my tips. Here's what I do. I get a large pizza. Yep, for one, I get a large pizza from my spot, the North End Deli across the street. And their large pizzas are huge. They only come in small and large, and the small is like a friggin' medium. I get a large, and I might have like 2, maybe 3 pieces, and then I'll put it in my fridge, and then tomorrow I might have like a little snack. I like nothing better than some cold pizza for breakfast. And then I freeze it. Listen, you got frozen pizza that you buy in the supermarket. I literally have my little individual, like, what do you call them? Little plastic baggies, freezer baggies. And I put them right in the freezer. And when I want a snack, I'll take it out and I'll put the frozen slice right in the oven like a frozen pizza. It tastes just as good as when I bought it.
That's smart. I never thought to do that.
Pizza
don't last in my house.
What'd you say? What?
You know we're still recording, right?
Yeah, we are still recording. But I just wanted to put that out there. Oh, I'm sorry. So hold on. Well, everybody, we'll see you. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Shit.
That laugh was everything. A mess.